Hi, welcome to Mass Medicine with Francis. So today we're meeting a very giant topic known as matrices. Most of us know that there is something like matrix in maths, which happens to be one of the biggest problem with most students. Okay, from time to time, people tend to always misinterpret most of the activities of this particular maths, and today we are going to do justice to that. Assuming that you see yourself somewhere where you are being asked on the matrix, they say if A bracket opens 2, 4, 3 in a row, and then 3, 2, 1 in a row, 0, 1 minus 2 in a row, and B in a bracket 3, 1, 4 in a row, minus 1, 3, 2 in a row, 2, 1 minus 1 in a row. You are asked here to show that A plus B is equal to B plus A. Now, this is a question that is always obtainable under the addition and subtraction of matrices. Okay, so today we are going to really take our time to really understand what this is all about. And remember that matrix, some people believe that matrix is actually part of further mass, but I tell you what, it's not really all about the kind of mass it is. It's all about we understanding what it means to us. Okay, so whenever you come across something just like this and then you're being asked to solve something like this, what are the things expected of you? This is actually, it's simple depending on the way you understand it. To some people that have not been following suit, they will definitely have some problems with that, but we're going to do justice to that just right now. Okay, so let's pop up now. What this means is that I'll first of all say A plus B, okay, which is going to be equal to, again, there is one thing about matrix that people need to understand, which will enable people to understand. You see, all these numbers that are here, they are all in a row. You understand? They are all in a row. Now, all these ones that are here are also in a row. These ones are in a row. These are in a row. These are in a row. These are in a row. Okay. So one basic thing that I want us to understand is that numbers could be in a row and numbers could be in columns. So you'll be hearing people say things like a 2 by 3 matrix which has 6 elements, or 3 by 3 matrix. But when you look at this, you will see that this is the first column, this is the second column, this is the third, right? So this is the first row, this is the first row, this is the second row, this is the second row, this is the second row, this is the third row, right? Now in each of these columns that they are, we count them based on their number of rows or based on their number of columns. Okay, so someone looking at this will call this 3 by 3 column matrix. 3 by 3 because of the way they are being set or because of the way they are being arranged. The arrangement pattern of matrix is actually very important in the calculation. Okay, so I will simply say that 2, I'm trying to now put both of them together so that I can sum it up and then check if they are equal to each other. Okay, so I'm taking on the first bracket, which is my A, I'm going to equate this and this together. I will find the sum of them to know if it's equal to B plus A. Okay, so 2, 3, and sorry, 2, 4, and 3. You know that when writing this, you're expected to always write it irrespective of where they are being placed. These ones that are in this column, the first column of them, you're going to write them exactly the way they are to avoid some kind of omissions or mistakes. Okay, I'm done with the first. Then I'm writing the second, which is 314 minus 132, and then 2, 1 minus 1. Okay, so now let's add together. So 2 plus 3. We are now in the third, in the place where we are going to sum them up. So I can actually say that this is their summation bracket. So 2 plus 3 is going to be 5, right? Now 3 plus minus 1. Remember what this means. When I'm saying 3 plus minus 1, if you've not been following the previous lectures, you're probably not going to understand this. So 3 plus 1 means 3. When plus multiplies minus, what do we have? We'll be having minus, right? So 3 minus 1 will give us what? 2. Okay, then 0 plus 2 will give us 2. Then again 4 plus 1 will give us 5. Then 2 plus 3 will give us 5. Finally 1 plus 1 will give us 2. Then on the last rule, 3 plus 4 will give us 7. 1 plus 2 will give us 3. Minus 2 plus minus 1. What this simply means is minus 2 minus 1, which is what? Minus 3. Okay, then now this is the first column of the summation. I can simply call this the sum of A plus B. Okay, so we're actually labeling this for people to understand the basic things which we are doing. You know that math is not supposed to be a kind of a magic. Math is supposed to be a kind of, solving and showing people the tricks behind the closed curtains. You get what I'm saying? So then on the second part of it, we are asked to show that this is equal to B plus A. Remember that B plus A and A plus B, they aren't the same. So that's why we are going to do this just like this. Then first of all, we are going to start with the second bracket, which is B. Then we will now add it with A. Okay, so we need to understand basically that this is our B and this is our A. Okay, now in this particular case or this scenario, what I'll do is going to be 3, 1 and 4. Always remember to write your rows or your columns shouldn't be a problem. So writing your columns first and then writing the next column and the third column, that should be the first, that should be the best, based on my experience. So right now I'm writing the first ones. When I'm done with that, I'm going to still add the second one, which is A. So 2 4 3, then 3 2 1, 0 1 minus 2. When I'm done with these two, I'll add them up again. So by saying again 3 plus 2, which is going to be 5, minus 1 plus 3 is going to give us 2. Then again 2 plus 0 will give us 2. Then 1 plus 4, okay, will give us 5. 3 plus 2 will give us 5. Then 1 again plus 1 will give us 2. 4 plus 3 will give us 7. 2 plus 1 will give us 3. And then finally minus 1. Remember that this is minus 1. Minus 1 minus 2 is minus 3. Now let us now compare and contrast by ourselves to know if this is actually equal to each other. So the first one which we have sorted out, the A, happens to be 5 5 7 2 5 3 2 2 minus 3. Okay, then our B, which they have asked us to know if they are equal, 5 5 7 2 5 3 2 2 minus 3. You see that these two things are equal, and that is perfectly correct. Okay, So thank you for being part of us and see you in the next video. I appreciate it.